Hi everyone, this is Teacher Christine, and we will be continuing our sessions for English Interview for Stewardesses. Today's questions are related to food and beverage service. This is one possible scenario. You are distributing the meal trays, and the passenger says he has requested a special meal, but the special meal is not on board. What would you say to the passenger? One example of this is like if a passenger, for example, is a Jewish man. And sometimes for Jewish people, they only eat food prepared in a special way called kosher. One sample answer is, I would apologize to the passenger and explain that there must have been a mistake in our orders. I would then try to satisfy the passenger with something else we may have on board. In a case like this, where it was our mistake, I would try to offer more than we could usually offer to our passengers. Another example answer that I've written down is, I would apologize about the miscommunication and just ask if he would like anything else that we may have on hand. We usually have something else that they can actually eat on hand. How about you? How would you answer a question like this? Or how would you react to a situation similar to this one? Another sample scenario is, what would you do or say to a passenger who complains that there is a foreign matter in his meal? For example, he saw a strand of hair in his rice. One sample answer would be, I would immediately apologize for the incident and replace the passenger's meal right away. I would then try to see if there is anything else I can get him or her to make up for this problem. Another answer that I've written down is that, well, it's similar to the first one. I'd apologize to the passenger and take away the meal, and then ask if he would like anything else. How about you? How would you respond or react to a situation like this one? Alright, very good. Now let's move on to another scenario that might happen during the flight. You spilled tomato juice on the passenger during sudden turbulence. What would you do? One sample answer is, of course, you would try to apologize to the passenger and ask them if they have something to change into while I get them something to clean the stain with. I then inform them that the airline will have their garments dry cleaned for them at no charge. Now, for situations like this, if it was the passenger himself who spilled something on him, like for example tomato juice, then he will be the one to have their clothes dry cleaned. But since it is the flight crew's fault on why the passenger has a problem like this, then the airline will take responsibility for it and can have their garments dry cleaned at no charge. Another example answer that I've written down is that, of course, I would still apologize and offer to clean the stain right away. And just so I can make the passenger more comfortable or not angry, I would then ask the passenger if there is anything else I can get him or her to make up for this issue. Now, how would you respond to this kind of situation? Now, these are only sample scenarios on what may happen during your time in the airplane while you're interacting with passengers or serving them their meals and drinks in flight. There are many more situations that can happen, and the best advice that I can give is that to always be prepared. In situations like this, make sure you know what other meals or snacks or drinks are available in flight so that you can provide options to a passenger who may either not be happy with his meal or still hungry or needs to be compensated in case of any issues that may arise regarding his or her food and drinks. Now, for your homework, I'd like you to think up any other situation that can arise during flight while you're interacting with the passengers and serving them their meals or drinks. Think up of situations and of course provide your answers as well. Come up with the best answer that you can come up with. And also remember to place yourself in the customer's shoes and see and actually experience what they will be feeling in case of that kind of situations. Alright? So, practice your answers well, and soon you'll be ready for the interview. So good luck, and I'll see you on our next session. Goodbye.